On November 6, 2012, a group of pilgrims left Nashville to walk in Jesus' footsteps. Led by Deacon Fred and Lorine Bourland, and guided by Father Pat and Father Angelo, we started our journey on the shores of the Sea of Galilee. Galilee is the region of Israel where Jesus grew up. Nazareth was the home of his parents. We visited the grotto where Mary accepted to be the mother of the Son of God. It is from Nazareth that Mary and Joseph left for Bethlehem to fulfill the census requirement. We too traveled to Bethlehem. We prayed in the grotto where Jesus was born, and visited the caves where the shepherds were huddled when the angels appeared to them. It is from Bethlehem that Joseph, Mary, and Jesus departed for Egypt to escape the fury of King Herod. When it was safe, the family returned to Galilee and settled in their hometown of Nazareth. When the time came to start his ministry, Jesus traveled south to the desert, where John, his cousin, was baptizing in the River Jordan. We followed Jesus to the desert. On the way, we stopped to sample local food and culture. Jesus was baptized by John in the River Jordan. We traveled to the Jordan. There we renewed our baptismal promises.
Father, you give us grace through sacramental signs, which tell us the wonders of your unseen power. In baptism we use the gift of water, which you have made a rich symbol of the grace you give us in this sacrament. At the very dawn of creation, your Spirit breathed on the water, making it the wellspring of all holiness.
And nearby we visited Qumran, and we dipped in the Dead Sea. After his baptism, Jesus was led by the Spirit to the desert, where he fasted and was tempted. When Jesus heard that John had been arrested, he returned to Galilee. There, by the sea, he met two fishermen, two brothers, Simon and Andrew. He called them to follow him, and they did. During this time, Jesus and his disciples were invited to a wedding in Cana, a small village in Galilee. Here, Jesus performed his first miracle. We pause to renew our wedding vows. Jesus started his ministry of preaching and healing in Galilee, and people came to hear him from all around the region. One day, surrounded by the crowd, he went up a hill overlooking the Sea of Galilee. There, he sat down and preached what is known as the Sermon on the Mount, which contains the 8 Beatitudes. In the Gospel of Matthew, we learn about the day in which Jesus calmed the storm
And we
at
have
sea.
been here when a storm has come up all of a sudden, and it's like waves. And so, you know, the water is sweet water. And
To experience life on the Sea of Galilee, we too set out to cross the sea. We also visited the place where Jesus performed the miracle of the multiplication of the 5 loaves and 2 fish. We traveled to Banias, north of the Sea of Galilee, where Peter made his profession of faith. We also climbed Mount Tabor, the site of the Transfiguration. When he was done with his ministry in Galilee, Jesus traveled to Judea on the way to Jerusalem. In Jerusalem, we followed Jesus' final days.
said to them, "Come, have breakfast." And none of the disciples dared to ask him, "Who are you?" because they realized it was the Lord.
We left Jerusalem aware that peace is elusive in the land of Jesus. And we were glad to land in Philadelphia safe and sound on the morning of November 16.